Welcome to my Thursday evening Facebook Live. This is Ed Cardinal, and tonight I wanted to speak about stress. We've all experienced stress, or you might be experiencing stress in your life right now. And I want to start by relaying some words of wisdom and some information that I heard from Joe Dispenza in a podcast I heard this morning. And uh, he's talked about stress, and he said that most people spend 70% of their life living in stress, anticipating the worst case scenario based on past experience. And what we're doing is we're conditioning our body into a state of fear. Uh, it's uncomfortable. Stress and sometimes life situations are uncomfortable. And for some people, that could be life changes, maybe the death of a loved one, divorce, um, even good things that happen in your life create stress, like marriage or the birth of a child. Um, as you know, and I've spoken about this in the past, I moved from Rhode Island. I'd spent 30 years there. I left my business and following my heart. And sometimes that can be a little scary, and it has been, to be honest with you. It hasn't been easy. There's that uncertainty. But what I'm trying to do is use the tools that I've been practicing in my life for a long time now. And I'll tell you what some of those coping strategies are for me, and they might be helpful for you. Some other ways that people feel stress in their life might be around their work. Their work hours are long. They're not happy in their job. It could be financial. It also could be health related. I believe we're in a time in our history where stress is probably as high as it has ever been because of what's going on with the pandemic, people losing their jobs, the cost of living is very high. So it's very important to take care of yourself. And the way that I do that is through exercise is helpful. Also, for me, meditation. So relaxation techniques. I've talked about breathing. Using your breath is very important also. Eating well, avoiding alcohol and stimulants, caffeine, nicotine. What happens in our body when we experience stress is that it activates a part of the nervous system that's that fight or flight, and that's going to create this cascade of events because of the release of hormones and chemicals in the body that over time, short term, some of you might experience sleeplessness, loss of appetite, maybe some digestive upset. But over the long term, if you don't do something about it, it can lead to heart disease, depression, and also more digestive issues like ulcers. So it's so important to have self-care during times of stress and try to change your thinking. And this is something that I'm working on. So I'm not going based on past experience when times were difficult and I was feeling stress or anxiety or those feelings of uncertainty. So use the tools of exercise, relaxation techniques, eating well, and just really taking care of yourself. So really important for me. I'm trying to practice this as much as I can right now in my life, and not forgetting the tools that I've learned. And I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you're incorporating some of these tools in your life. And if you haven't, maybe it's time to start. If you got some value from this video, please like below. And I look forward to seeing you next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, discuss another topic. Also, I recorded a great podcast with Peggy Silfon, which I'm going to post, in which we talked about this topic of stress. She's written books about it. She's well educated and well versed on this topic, and has helped many people who are dealing with anxiety and stress in their life. So look for that, and look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.